In the quiet hours of the tropical morning, when the air is thick with salt and the mangrove roots stand like ancient fingers reaching into the mud, a familiar silhouette moves with calm confidence. It is not hurried. It is not afraid. This is the crab-eating macaque. Also known as the long-tailed macaque, this primate does not roar, does not trumpet, does not demand attention. And yet, it is one of the most adaptable, intelligent, and widespread monkeys on Earth. A survivor not by strength alone, but by timing, memory, and an uncanny understanding of both jungle and human worlds. Its eyes scan slowly. Its tail balances its body like a living counterweight. Every movement is measured. The crab-eating macaque lives between worlds, forest and shoreline, wild and urban, instinct and learned behavior. It is not merely a monkey that eats crabs. That name, charming as it sounds, barely scratches the surface of its story. Because this animal is not defined by what it eats. It is defined by how it survives. A body built for opportunity. The crab-eating macaque is medium-sized, but its proportions are deceptive. Its most striking feature, the long, expressive tail, can be longer than its body. This tail is not decoration. It is balance, communication, and agility in one elegant extension. Its fur is usually grayish-brown, blending effortlessly with mangrove shadows, limestone cliffs, and city ruins alike. The face is bare, often pinkish or light brown, framed by short whiskers that twitch subtly as it senses movement. The hands are the real tools. 5 fingers, sensitive and precise, capable of gripping tree bark, peeling fruit, cracking shells, opening bags, and, in urban settings, stealing sunglasses with surgical accuracy. Its teeth tell another story. Not the oversized canines of dominance alone, but molars designed for variety. This is an omnivore that learned early. Survival favors flexibility. Where the land meets the sea. Few primates live so comfortably at the edge of the ocean. Crab-eating macaques are most famously associated with coastal forests and mangroves across Southeast Asia. Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, these regions form the core of their world. Mangroves are harsh places. Salt water, thick mud, unstable roots, tides that erase yesterday's paths. And yet, the macaque thrives here. It moves across exposed roots without hesitation, waits patiently for the tide to recede, and searches the mudflats for crabs, mollusks, and small aquatic creatures. When a crab is found, the macaque does not rush. It observes. It learns where to grip, how to flip, where the claws are weakest. This is not instinct alone. This is learned technique passed from mother to child. Diet, more than crabs. Despite the name, crabs are only a chapter in a much larger menu. The crab-eating macaque eats fruits, leaves, seeds, insects, eggs, small reptiles, crustaceans, human leftovers. This last category has become increasingly important. As forests shrink and cities expand, these macaques have adapted with unsettling ease. Temple courtyards, roadside forests, tourist beaches, anywhere humans gather, macaques observe. They learn schedules. They recognize containers. They remember which bags mean food. In some regions, entire troops have developed food washing behaviors, dipping dirty items into water before eating. Not instinct, culture, social life, the power of the group. A crab-eating macaque is rarely alone. Troops can range from 10 to over 50 individuals, structured around strict hierarchies. Females remain in their birth group for life, forming the stable core of the troop. Males eventually leave, migrating between groups. Rank matters. Who eats first? Who grooms whom? Who defends the group? But unlike the violent stereotypes often attached to monkeys, much of this hierarchy is maintained through subtle communication, facial expressions, tail positioning, vocal cues. Grooming is not just hygiene. It is politics. A grooming session can last minutes, sometimes hours, reinforcing alliances and calming tensions. In these moments, the troop becomes quiet, almost meditative. Intelligence that borders on uncomfortable. Crab-eating macaques are smart. Uncomfortably so. They can recognize individual humans. Remember locations of food for months. Learn by watching, not just doing. Adapt strategies when conditions change. In laboratory studies, they have demonstrated problem-solving skills comparable to some great apes. In the wild, this intelligence translates into survival. They know when humans are dangerous, and when humans are predictable. Some troops even adjust their behavior depending on the day of the week, aligning with tourist activity patterns. This is not coincidence. This is cognition. Raising the next generation. A newborn macaque clings tightly to its mother, fur against fur, heartbeat against heartbeat. The bond is immediate and intense. For the first months, the infant rarely leaves the mother's body. Other females show interest, sometimes helping, sometimes interfering. Motherhood is learned as much as it is instinctual. Young macaques play endlessly, chasing, wrestling, swinging. Through play, they learn balance, social limits, and conflict resolution. Mistakes are allowed here. Later, they will not be. Conflict with humans. As adaptable as they are, crab-eating macaques are increasingly at odds with humans. Crop raiding, temple thefts, aggressive encounters fueled by food dependency. In some places, they are revered. In others, persecuted. The truth is uncomfortable. These monkeys are not invading human space. Humans expanded into theirs. When a macaque stares directly into a camera lens, there is no fear. Only assessment, disease, science, and ethics. The crab-eating macaque has become one of the most widely used primates in biomedical research. Its genetic similarity to humans makes it valuable and vulnerable. This role has placed it at the center of ethical debates about animal research, conservation, and responsibility. A creature so intelligent, so social, so aware, what do we owe it? A survivor without illusions. The crab-eating macaque does not romanticize nature. It adapts, it learns, it survives. It does not belong purely to the wild anymore, but it has not surrendered to captivity either. It lives in the cracks between worlds. And as long as there are edges, coastlines, forests, cities, the crab-eating macaque will be there, watching, waiting, remembering.